Shannon.
You know.
What?
Nephew used to call me that all the damn time. What is this?
What's in there?
Looks like little metal pieces. I don't know. They almost look like drill bits, but we don't. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crafting with the Dragons.
Welcome to Taco Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving.
Because I got annoyed, so I started cleaning up over here.
I have no idea what these are. But I put them all in here for a reason.
Yes, you tend to do that with things. You just don't remember why.
I don't know what they
do
are.
It.
I don't know. Tacos! Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday.
He is not happy with me.
What? Tell him on my mind. Leave me alone.
I did.
Taco.
So, yeah, so you're going to see us eating. So
Yeah,
nice.
it's Taco Tuesday. And it's a crafting day. I mean, there's going to be some painting going on, maybe. Not a lot to talk about.
Pretty much the only thing world news-wise, in regards to this, we know what the Battle Force boxes are going to be for Christmas and how much they are. They're going on pre-sale this weekend?
Saturday.
This Saturday.
They're 200 or 210.
I hope they're worth it. That's all I can think.
They're still a deal.
I don't know. I mean, there have been ones that we've seen where we're like, haha, no. Also, apparently they have shown what the brand new dice for the Blood Angels.
Yeah, because they're all going on. Their pre-sale stuff is all going on.
And I haven't actually seen them yet, but I have seen their pricing. I thought the pricing was like, really? That's it for?
They're $35 for the dice, just like the Space Wolf dice.
I know. I didn't notice that. Okay, there we go. Now I feel a little bit better. But they look really cool, so that's always a nice thing.
They actually have the Combat Patrol box that we actually kind of want.
Squid Boss! Hello! Long time no see, my friend.
Yeah, that Blood Angel box is actually one of the ones we kind of want.
Oh, that's right. We did, because it's got the aggressors in it that I want. I really want aggressors. So these nasty things are yours.
So what's on the bench?
Currently, so we can talk about what I've got. Hi, Phoenix. What I've got going on the bench over on my side. So, right now I have got my beautiful painting that is behind me that is actually almost done. Hey! I just have to now do the jewelry and add the lining of it and then seal the whole thing. And I am done. Yay! Finally. Much blood, sweat, tears, and curse words went into this thing. Worth it. Over here, I am still working very slowly, but I picked up a bunch of Daughters of Cain. Hello, Commodore. I'm like very all over the place. If anybody who understands me or knows me gets what that means, yeah, I'm like.
You didn't know hello because you're part of the furniture.
Wait, what? When did you become part of the furniture?
We can't have a live stream without it.
This is true.
You don't greet your camera. You don't greet the computer. You don't greet your Commodore. He is a big part of channel almost, as we are.
This is a true statement. You're just a member of the staff. We kind of expect you to be here. But still, hello, Commodore. I have not started the process of making Christmas presents yet, but so I'm working on a bunch of Daughters of Cain. I have two, what are these boxes called again? Shadow and Pain boxes. So I bought one for my husband so that he could continue to expand upon his Daemonettes army. And I honestly bought it for him. I know no one's going to believe this, but I actually bought it for him. And, well, the fact that it has Daughters of Cain in it is, yeah. Playing them, I'm not so sure. I am still also working on the Underworlds group that I have from them as well. slowly because I've got Christmas presents to make. I have 2 diamond arts, 1 paint by numbers, a 3-point, you're a staff member to me. To him, you're just part of the equipment. So I've actually got a lot, unfortunately, trying to get ready for Christmas because I thought I would save money if I made everybody presents.
Commodore, you're the chaise lounge I flop on after a long day.
I thought that was me.
No. No, you're the love seat.
I'm sure so that's what's going on over on my side. The only reason why I'm talking first is so the man who works
tacos. Gross. No, not really. People pay for that. We could get an OnlyFans going for just you and me, Commodore, and we would make bank. It would pay for your house. It would pay for my house, and we would. Anyhow.
Apparently, it would pay for more than me strutting around in one of my gothy outfits.
2 men, big guys, bald with beards.
He's not as big as you.
You're right. He's the little one. I'm the bear.
Okay, moving on. The other thing that happened to me is
Tina.
I got a box.
From Arizona.
Yeah, which is interesting. Why is it from Arizona? I thought he was in Australia.
He's in Australia. I mean, he's in Arizona.
Really? Red Beer Boss is in...
Yeah, he's in Arizona. Remember? He tries to go up to Vegas every once in a while. He used to live in Vegas, and he moved down from Vegas.
So, I got a present from Redbeard Boss.
Poor Commodore. He's just like, no!
Hi, Tina. So he sent me this because we participated in his Kickstarter for his ghost brushes. And then he sent me a birthday present as well.
Because we're friends.
So I got 2 sets of his, and then I got another. He tossed in a 3rd set, and I'm still not entirely sure what these ones are for.
Those are the ghosts. Those are the dry brushes.
We didn't order dry brushes.
Yeah, no, we did. We ordered. That's what I got you.
No, you ordered me the regular brushes.
No, the Kickstarter was for that was the whole thing. If you ordered the set of the ghost brushes as a gift, you got a set of the regular brushes because of how many people jumped in a Kickstarter.
So I got.
And then as a gift, he sent you an extra set of the regular brushes. So you have both the ghost dry brushes and his ghost brushes.
I saw this and I was like, oh. And then I looked at him and went, you are not touching these things.
So you'll need to take a nice picture of them, put it on your Instagram, and tag him.
Yes. So, yes. Pretty brushes, very pretty brushes. Pretty brushes that are my preciouses, and if he touches them, I will cut his fingers.
I'm not going to touch your brushes. I'm rough on brushes. I paid like $80 for those brushes or something like that. Because I wanted to give the artist in the house some artist quality brushes to paint with.
And we wanted to support a member of the community.
That's true too. But I mean, those are high-end brushes. I am not worthy of high-end brushes. I'm fine using my $5 Walmart brushes. I'm okay with Golden Taklon. I don't need Sable. I think those are Sable.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, they might be white mink. We haven't had real tacos in a while. We've been doing alternate tacos for a bit.
We kind of figured if it was on a tortilla, it counted.
Mm-hmm. So we've been doing barbecue on tacos.
Which is really good.
It's really good. And we did egg tacos. We did like breakfast tacos a couple weeks in a row, which I like. But we haven't had like tacos, real tacos, in a while. And I love tacos. I mean,
the only thing I'm a little sad is I wish there was some.
I like tacos.
I wish I had forethought to get like some lettuce and some tomato and some avocado for these things, but I didn't think about it.
I mean, that was the funniest thing. Remember when I went up to California? What was the one thing I said I wanted to do while we're out there? Before anything else? She was like, well, you're out here. This is the first time in California. What do you want to do? I want tacos. She looked at me and I'm like, I've heard that California has the best taco places. So I want to go get good tacos.
So I took him to Jim Boy's.
You also took me to that other place where I had those fish tacos.
That was a Woody's restaurant.
Oh my God. Those are fish or those shrimp? I don't remember.
Shrimp.
Man.
They were thick, like tiger.
Those shrimp tacos were amazing. We did that like the first night we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Runs of Caesars. We will, but thank you for the wishes. I hope all of you have a good Thanksgiving. We had family Thanksgiving plans, and that all kind of got shot to hell because COVID. So, and that's okay.
I'm just happy I did not volunteer to work that day.
Yeah.
They were doing, at my work, they're doing volunteer to have people come in the evening, though. It's like from 5 to 9 to help set up for Friday morning. I'm going to be there at 7 a.m. on Friday morning anyway.
Yeah.
Because guess who's a manager? Guess who has to be there?
Guess who will be live streaming part of the early afternoon? No, I won't because I'm going to be leaving in the early afternoon. I was going to try and live stream Friday. Maybe we'll live stream on Thanksgiving. So, I mean, we did last year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably have an effort on Thanksgiving because it'll just be a home day. I have my D&D weekend this coming weekend.
And I'm working. Okay. Speaking of working, I got to share this. So, for those of you who have been following the odyssey that is my work, we know I've talked about how the department manager where I work is a you pick your favorite word.
I thought we weren't going to talk about her anymore in your work.
No, because I have to share this because I laughed the entire way driving home yesterday because of this woman.
Okay.
It was hilarious. All right. So, this is a woman who I'm not racist because I have a black friend type person. Anyway, so she comes back, and Mondays are report days. So I spent the entirety of yesterday running around helping customers, getting sales, and trying to get my reports done before I had to leave because I had a short shift. She comes in, I'm just finishing up one, and I look at her and I go, you know what? I should have left this for you to do and actually done some production. And in front of our store manager, she goes, nope, that's all you. Ooh, is that the mask?
Yeah, that's not a Damonette. That's the mask. He didn't tell me the mask was in here. Continue.
So anyway, I thought that was amusing because I just kind of looked at her and she's like, oh no, that's all on you. I don't have to do that. That's the best part about having you. And, you know, that little passive aggressive dig at me. And I just kind of glanced up at her and the store manager, without missing a beat, she goes, oh, Shannon's been great. Since she's taken over doing this, we haven't been on a single naughty list because she gets everything done on time.
Wah, 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 wah.
And then store manager walks off. Miss K, we'll just call her that, starts looking for something and realizes somebody's thrown a bunch of stuff away. And she comes over to me, and we have this standard that we're supposed to be doing. We were supposed to have done this last year, but she doesn't like it, so therefore we haven't done it in the department, and I've been working on it. That being said, she comes and she goes, you know, you don't know what you're doing because I had stuff in there for a reason, and you're trying to do this, and you're just throwing things away that you don't even know what they are. And I turned and looked at her and went, I haven't touched that filing cabinet. If there's anything that's been thrown away in there, it's because the store manager threw it away. And then, here's the punchline, my darlings. The punchline of the whole thing. She looks at me. I have to go back because UPS is there for picking up our store-to-home shipments. And she looks at me. I was like, oh, I got it. And she comes running out. She goes, wait, don't you need my keys to open the back door? I reach down and I lift up mine and I go, no, I already got my own. I laughed the whole way home at the expression on her face when she realized I don't need her. So I had to share that. That was great.
Okay. So what do I have on the bench?
Oh shit, that's right. We haven't talked about yours.
Okay, so what do I have on the bench? Well, I had 2 boxes of the Slanesh half of Wrath and Rapture, which I'm finally digging into painting. I picked up an extra set of Daemonettes because I need a few more Daemonettes. At this point, I need 1 more set of Daemonettes. Because I bought, after we scrimped and saved and planned and prepped for it, we bought us a box of Shadow and Pain.
And then
my wife decided, as a present for me, because of how much I really love the Slanesh stuff, she was just going to buy me another copy.
And because he's frankly, he's a wonderful, supportive husband, and he's constantly buying me little presents like that. So I wanted to do something.
I appreciate it. I really do. I try to buy her neat stuff, and I try to keep her happy because it's a hobby we share. So,
even if he occasionally steals my armies.
I stole 1 army.
You admit it.
Whatever.
Not really. He didn't actually give it to long intro.
Whatever. I stole the army. Whatever. What are you going to do about it? Not a damn thing. I'm going to steal another army, too. I'm going to take all them damn Eldar.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that.
And Shalom, Taizo. How are you? And I'm going to steal an Avatar Arcane.
Oh, yeah, you can have that.
But it's the ugly Avatar Arcane, and that's what I'm going to use.
He's like, look, honey, I got you an Avatar Arcane. And he hands me one that's this big, and I'm looking at it going, that is the ugliest fucking little thing I've ever heard.
That's the current model for the Avatar Arcane.
And he's metal. And I'm looking at this thing going, there's no way in hell that little shit is going to ever go on a table next to my Incarn. Who's like that tall. My Incarn's like her size. And I'm like, haha, funny.
But that's what the Avatar Arcane model actually is right now. That's the official model. It's just in resin right now, but it's the same model. So she's going to use the Avatar Arcane from Age of Sigmar as her avatar.
Really cool looking.
So anyhow, a friend of mine was getting rid of the little bit of Daemonette stuff. Oh my god, that means the number goes up. Okay, so he sold me a pack of Daemonettes, and he picked up for me, because he has a source, I got a Shalaxi Hellbane, better known as the named Keeper of Secrets, who is now built and primed and ready to start breaking out the airbrush and painting. And that thing popped off again. God damn it.
What?
That thing snapped here, and it's popped off twice now.
Leave it off then.
Yeah, it's one of her tendrils, though.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, you know.
Battle damage.
Yeah, so Shalaxi Hellbane and a copy of Silelsky, the contorted thing, the twin. It's the giant dude with the Daemonette chick on his shoulders. That's effectively a demon prince, a named demon prince for the. So I got those 2, and then in the box he had. I've got a couple extra figures. I don't need them, so you can have them. So there was a custom demon prince that he did. That's basically him. It's basically him from Silelsky, but he cut off the back stuff, put a pair of wings on him. He needed some cleanup and some putty, but he's just fine the way he is. So he's going to be a demon prince with an axe. He's primed. And I was just going to take out these Daemonettes, and I realized after I got the Daemonettes out that there is now I have a copy of the mask. So let's just say she's worth 100 points. That sounds fair. She's about 100 points. So 100 points. That means my Age of Sigmar Hedonites of Slanesh army is somewhere around 3,000 points of models.
He does this so often. It's hilarious.
Well, it will be 3,000 points when I get one more pack of Daemonettes, because I need 60 Daemonettes. I only have 50 right now. I need 60. I'm not going to go with the 90 I originally had the idea for. To go with 3 groups of 30, which would just be ridiculous. I think I'd get sick of painting them. But I need 60 Daemonettes. So I need 10 more. I need one more pack. But yeah, without even trying, I've got 3,000 points of freaking Slaanesh. What's wrong with me?
A great many things. I tried to explain that.
I finished up all of my ogres. My ogres are all done. I have a 500-point ogre army. I have their leader. I have 2 lead belchers. And 8 fat boys. Or 6 fat boys. So I may at some point get some more ogres so I can get them up to 1,000 points. But for the most part, I mean, that's my only goal with the ogres. If I get one more pack of fat boys, I'm pretty good. It'd be pretty close at that point. Because I have another leader in my my Night Vault dude. So, yeah, I got a lot of Age of Sigmar stuff on the rise. And then my buddy who was selling stuff, he's moving, so he's dumping a lot of his extra stuff. He brought in 2 pretty big sized boxes of sprues that are his extra bit boxes. And he's just like, you guys help yourself. So Taizo was there, and a couple other people were there, and we just kind of picking through stuff. So I've got a whole bunch of sprues that are going to turn into stuff once Bolter November is over. But I'm gearing up. I'm looking forward to getting these guys painted and get them on the table and play some Age of Sigmar. But I know in the end of December or middle December, probably 2 weeks, the Death Guard new Death Guard Codex is going to be out, and that is going to reignite my desire for playing Death Guard. So I have a lot of them I have to paint up. And as soon as November is over and I'm done with these girls, I'm going to go chomping into my Space Wolves. I may do back and forth. Hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, Greg.
I may end up doing some back and forth with them because I don't want to get burnt out on painting wolves again, and I don't want to get burnt out on painting Slaanesh. And they're both very simple. Yeah, it's all glued and sanded and based and primed. She is all ready to go.
That better be my cookies.
So, and a couple pieces that were bent, they went into hot water and got straightened out. So, yeah, it's ready to just start painting on. I love the back of this thing. It's going to be a pain in the butt to paint some of it, but she's got just strings of pearls and hooks.
What am I doing? I am drawing.
Yeah, hard to see the blue on the camera. I'm going to bring it up here.
I see. What the fuck is Shane doing?
She is drawing a comic. So we have a roommate that was excited about getting keys. It was very funny when they got their keys. So as we are a hobby family, but we're more than just 40K and Age of Sigmar, I encourage her to work on her drawing at times too, because it helps her advance her art there. So, and when she comes back over, I think it's dry. I'm going to actually have her hold up her painting as to where it's at. Let's take a look at your painting real quick.
Ah, yes.
Hi, what's up?
Hi.
What's up?
Technically, it's his shirt. Whatever.
Why are you wearing my shirt?
Because he needed a big shirt.
I needed a big shirt.
So here we go. Get a picture. Someone thought I was my girlfriend's kid.
Look at that. Look at this beautiful piece of art. You were so talented.
Yeah. It's really cool. Well, all the gold's in. The dark gold is in.
So you're starting it.
So now I have to add some of the light gold for the hair.
Ooh.
And the jewelry. Some of the jewelry.
So it's almost done.
Gems. So I need a small break. I got her Oreos.
I saw. Thank you.
So yeah.
Someone thought I was my girlfriend's kid.
That's fantastic. Now go away. We're doing it later.
Yeah, we're alive right now. We're alive.
Be gone with the.
So yeah, it's awesome. Things are awesome. It's holiday week. So the Christmas pre-orders are coming. So we have the Blood Angels Combat Patrol box coming out or going on pre-sale this weekend. We had Blood Bowl go on sale this week. The new Blood Bowl, what they call second season edition, which is great. I love Blood Bowl. I played electronically. I'm going to be getting in a Blood Bowl league. I got to paint some dudes up. Need some orcs. Pick up an orc team eventually and paint them up. But yeah, we got the Blood Angels. They got their codex and their dice, which are gorgeous. And their codex coming out this going on pre-sale this week, as long with all the Christmas boxes. Now the Christmas boxes are up from last year. Last year they were $170 for the lower cost ones, and I want to say $190 for the upper cost ones. Taizo thinks it's gorgeous.
Thank you, Taizo. And having the discussion that we had on Saturday, Taizo, she thinks it's gorgeous too.
Yeah, the person that's commissioned it actually really likes it. She's happy, so we're good. Very nice, very nice.
What I miss?
Zidane's working on some 3D prints and whatnot.
Hi, Zidane.
Yeah, it ends up blending really well. There's a lot of warm colors in it that the gold kind of feeds into. So
I was not sure, just to let you all know that this gold was going to work. When I first started putting it down, I was like, oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it ended up working out. So Christmas boxes.
Back to the subject.
There's a Necron box.
Necron!
That I kind of want, but that's going to probably put me in the 3,000 range for my Necrons.
Surprise!
Ridiculous.
Surprise.
I haven't even built one of them yet. Because that's next year. That's next year's project. When all of my Slanesh is done, and all of my Death Guard is done, and all of my Wolves are done, then I will start another army. I'm not doing it until they're all done.
I'm kind of taking a break from
A very long break.
Yeah.
I'm taking a break because of school.
That's fine.
I can understand.
That's fine. But let's
Senior
see.
years are stressful.
Let's see. There's a Necron box. There's a Space Marine box. There's an Imperial Guard box that I don't like. The Imperial Guard box I don't like. And the reason I don't like it is because the tank B vehicle they have in there, it's not a vehicle that's very good. It's just not very good. And I know those boxes are designed for new players, but that unit is more like a tax unit. It's like, here, buy this box of figures you need because everything else is great and needed to get a box going. And then it's got a Hydra. Basilisk would have been better.
All right.
A Hydra's just not good. Shut up, dog. What the hell is your problem?
Weird creature.
But yeah, Imperial Guard, Space Marines, Necrons, and
Necron!
there's another Xenos faction I want to say, and I can't remember who the fourth box is. And that should tell you how Oh, it's Tau. It's Tau again. The Tau box, which was really good. No, it's not. The Wyvern is not okay. The Wyvern is crap. For the amount of points you spend for the Wyvern is crap. The Wyvern and the Hydra are not good vehicles. At best, they're just below average. But that's at best. I would never. They're a cool looking figure. I can't take that away from them. The problem is, okay, if we're going to debate the unit, I'll happily debate the unit. As a Hydra, it is an anti-aircraft. Yeah, it's an anti-aircraft gun, which is an impressive gun. And if they don't have aircraft, you can use it on regular troops. But the problem is, if you're using it on regular troops, you're hitting on 5s. Good damage. Full quad autocannon does good damage, but you're hitting on 5s with Imperial Guard. That's not good. Now, the flip side is you can do it as a you can flip it to the Wyvern, which is a quad mortar. So it now hits on 4s like a regular mortar, and it does a lot of shots. But their strength 4, 0 AP, 1 damage, indirect fire. A squad. Well, and that's the thing. That may be a change. You're right. The Icarus stuff may be a change. And if they make that change, then suddenly it goes back into okay, it's hitting on 4s, and it's a quad autocannon as a bonus to hit flyers. If they make that change, I would change my opinion on the vehicle. Then it would be back to being it's an okay vehicle. I still think the Basilisk is 46. Yeah, 46. It's 46 shots, yeah. And it's twice the cost of a squad of mortarmen. So, yeah. I guess I can't see. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. If they'd have swapped that vehicle out for a Basilisk, I'd be like, buy it. That is value. That's like a perfect box. The only thing you could do is put in there a Lehman Russ as the other vehicle. They've got so many ways to get Lehman Russes, and Lehman Russes are great. Don't get me wrong. Start collecting boxes of Lehman Russ. You don't need another way to get a Lehman Russ. If they were to swap out the Wyvern with a Basilisk, I would be buy that box. If they were to swap out the Wyvern with a Hellhound, I'd even be buy that box because the Hellhound's a great kit. It's got a Sentinel in there. It's got 3 groups of infantry. It's got a command squad. It's got a Chimera. That's a solid start to a box. It's that last vehicle. It's like, If they end up changing how those work, my opinion would change on that one. And I fully admit that because Imperial Guard really is swingy. It really depends on where they're at in the meta right now. I mean, considering the successful Imperial Guard army right now involves having 70 to 80 Imperial Guardsmen in it and just running around dumping them on objectives without vehicles. Even more, I think I saw one list that was 90 troopers. No special weapons, and the sergeants have a chainsword and a las pistol. Oh my God. And they're just running around like... I
just realized something.
What's that?
Imperium aren't Nazis normally. No. They're Hydra.
We will drown the enemy in our blood. We will choke the rivers with our dead. Hang on a second.
I don't remember that being on the recruitment.
So yeah, I mean, there is something to be said about Imperial Guard. And, again, I like Imperial Guard a lot. Don't get me wrong. I like Imperial Guard. I'm hoping they get a good codex eventually. Right now they're not very fun to play. I'm not saying they can't win.
No,
I'm just saying
the new codex. Kriegers win, end of story. The rest of you suck.
Well, I'm not a fan of Kriegers, but that's not me. I mean, there are other people like Kriegers. Commodore is a big fan of Kriegers. They're not my thing.
Hey, nice trench.
I actually like the Cadians and the Ketchkins. I like them as far as fluff goes for them. So, but that's me. Speaking of codexes, real quick, we do know that Dark Angels of Drukhari are coming out in January. That's a big win for this house.
Mm-hmm. Wait, where's Dark Angels?
We have a neutral-owned Dark Angels army.
Oh, that's true.
Actually, it's not even a neutral army. It's been given back. It's been given to me. She said, just take it. So I may end up stripping those bikes and stripping those Terminators and painting them in their proper colors.
Wolf?
No. She painted them all in green.
Oh, that's right, because she liked the green.
And Dark Angels, their Terminators are in white, and their bikes are in black.
All right, there's the gold.
Yeah. And I got another pack of those metal Terminators I got are actually Dark Angels Terminators. So 2 squads of Terminators in white would be pretty cool. All right. But yeah, so we've got the 4 of them, and then they've got
coming back over, guys.
We've got 4 Age of Sigmar boxes. One's the Ogres, which it's basically the Feast of Bones box with an extra group of Ogres and an extra group of the Cannon Dudes. Lead Belchers. So instead of 6, it's got 12, and instead of 2, it's got 4. But it's got 1 Tyrant. It's got the giant boar with the cannon on its back. And then they add a small giant to the group. Looks cool to me. I thought about maybe possibly getting that one just to finish off my Ogres army, because that would be all I would ever need for my Ogres army. So it's a thought. There's I don't even know who the other ones were. I remember looking at them. It was like there was an Ogres one. Oh, there's a Tzeentch one. And the crazy thing about the Tzeentch one is that it actually has a Keeper of Secrets, not Keeper of Secrets, a
Lord of Change.
A Lord of Change as one of the models in the box.
Damn.
That's why it's a $210 box. But that means you're getting the other figures for only $40 because the Lord of Change, I believe, was like $170 or at least $150 model. He's a big model.
Oh yeah,
so,
no, he's and one of his options is to do is Kairos.
So there's a Kairos, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I find it funny that with the Keeper of Secrets, the Great Unclean One, and the Lord of Change can easily be made, their named versions of them can easily be made out of those boxes. However, if you want Scarbrand, you actually have to buy Scarbrand.
Nope. It's the same kit. You just got a lot of extra pieces in there.
Oh, so they changed that because the last I checked, Scarbrand had his own box.
They have their own boxes too. They specifically say, yeah, you can make it run the pieces in there.
I have never seen the Kairos or any of them. I've seen it on those change boxes because on the back it says you can do Lord of Change or you can do it as Kairos. And the difference between Kairos and the Lord of Change is Kairos has 2 heads.
Yeah. And, this was a Keeper of Secrets kit that I put the Shalaxi head on and the Shalaxi configuration.
That's the same with the Great Unclean One. Is that
the Unclean One is just a head swap.
Yeah.
It's just a head swap.
It's a head swap, and I think there's another because
there's a weapon difference.
And the named one has something on his head.
Yeah, it's a head swap because they've got wearing a cowl, and they've got
he
a
like
wet.
has long hair too. He actually has hair.
That's not hair. That's a hood.
Really?
It's a tattered hood that they're
Well,
wearing.
because it looks like he's got stringy black hair
Oh.
coming up from underneath it, which I find amusing because with the whole that these guys are the closest you get to what they actually themselves look like.
Yeah.
But grandfather doesn't have black hair, so is the great unclean one named one a young looking Nurgle? Because grandfather has a beard, not.
That's only by one version's drawing.
Well, that's the only version I've ever seen.
Yeah. So yeah.
Of course, then again, the Keeper of Secrets and looks nothing like any of the drawings or art that I've ever seen for She Who Thirsts. Likewise, have never actually seen any image of Zinj that looks like a Lord of Change.
Yeah, and that's typically it. They typically just have just an extra sprue or whatnot in there. It's funny. Sometimes some of the pieces that come from, they're in multiple kits. So you'll actually get sprues that have extra pieces that you don't do anything with, because it just saves space. If you really want to see something funny, if you take a look at the Hydra, the Hydra kit, the Basilisk kit, and the Chimera kit, and
That's
the
not going away anytime soon.
the Hellhound kit. They all have the base body model, but on those base kits, on the base body, there's a couple pieces that are only used for some of the specialties. So it's hilarious that they just throw that sprue in there.
All right, so that part's done.
They just add sprues to the boxes.
The gold is complete,
Including the Salamander Command vehicle, which is just a Chimera with the turret shifted down and forward. A weird looking vehicle.
I take it back. The gold's not done. I still have to do
the
knots, but
yeah.
Ooh,
I'm trying to
the enemy in our blood.
So I'm trying to remember who the other two boxes were. It's the anyhow. There's 4 of them coming out for Age of Sigmar as well. I don't remember who the other 2 were. I remembered the one that I wanted.
Stormcast potentially, because they always do something for this one.
I don't think they did Stormcast this year.
That's interesting.
I'd have to look. I don't remember. And the reason I don't remember is because I wasn't looking at Age of Sigmar other than I don't think it's Stormcast because I remember I wasn't interested in it.
You're not interested in Stormcast anymore as it is.
Yeah, that's not true.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
That's right. The steampunk dwarves are getting one, and it's like a flying traffic jam because it's all ships.
Flying traffic jam. I like that.
Yeah, there's like a big ship and like 4 smaller ships in that thing. It's cool. I love the Christmas boxes. I love that they do these deals. They are a price break. I did some pricing on them, and they're about, I think, $250 to $300 worth of figures in there. So you're still getting a price break. It's about a 30% price break. Still totally worth it. Especially if you want to start off a new army, they're a great box to pick up. If you've got a starter army and you really want to bolster it out, they're a great box to pick up. If we hadn't managed to snipe up as much stuff as we had for Lady D's Salamander army, I'd seriously thinking about picking up the Space Marine one. But you got a
Well, I've got the Indominus box.
You got the Indominus box, and then you got a dark. I don't remember if it was a full dark Imperium half or it was the middle one. I think it's the middle one, which is the yeah. So you got the middle size starter, the $100 starter. You got the half of that for that, and we want to get one more like one of the 500 point boxes. Hey, Space Marine Hunter, how you doing?
Hi, Space Marine Hunter. How are you?
Plus, we've got extra pieces to bit and kit it out here because We have Space Marines just lying around at this point. So
Yeah, because he keeps going, I'm going to build. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
No, I took those, but I mean, I still have lots of Space Marines still lying around. We have lots of Space Marines. We have lots of Space Marines. I don't think you understand. I just excited because you're going to get your Drukari box, and the Drukari. Here's the important point: when the Drukari book comes out, that means one, there's going to be Drukari dice, and that means there's going to be a patrol box for the Drukari that might have some figures you're looking for.
I hope so. I mean, really, all I'm looking for now is, I mean, on the Drukari side, I want some of the stuff from the Homunculus. Like, I want some of the mandrakes and stuff like that.
It might be nice. It might be nice to be seen there. What's the big uglies? What are the big uglies?
Talos and Kronos.
Yeah, have some of those in there.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. You just painted a Razorback. Good job.
Nice.
Razorbacks are cool.
Like bow ties?
Yes, except destructive and kill things.
Hey, a bow tie can do it too, if it's the doctor's wearing it. Sorry, I was rewatching that scene where he blows up the, where he went and blew up part of the Cyberman fleet.
Nice. So, yeah, I mean, this is a good time of year. There's, people, because of Corona combined with the holidays, this is a good time to buy stuff and sit home and build it. Sit home and build and sit home and paint. It sucks not being able to be with your family for the holidays. But let me tell you, we've been doing something here in the channel now. We've done it now twice, and we've been talking about with a couple of people doing it like a regular thing. I know Mythos on the Frost and Fist does this regularly with his Patreon members on Saturday mornings.
Sometimes Friday nights.
So, well, that's the whole thing. That's kind of started this thing off where he lets us use his channel, but that's just more of a, hey, you just want to get together type thing. But the idea is you get together like a Zoom call or a Whereby call or a Discord call, and everybody pops on their cameras and sits down and just have a teleconference and hobby. And that way you're sheltering in hobby. Remember, that's a big thing. You're still doing your hobby. You're still working on your hobby, but you're doing it with people you care about. You're doing it with other people that are hobbyists, and you can share and go back and forth. So even if the paint benches at your local store aren't open, you can still sit down with your friends and do stuff.
That sounds great.
So,
I'm
thinking
participate in those situations.
But I think Thursday, that instead of doing a live stream, maybe we'll do that.
Just
maybe I'll talk to Mythos and see if we can borrow his Whereby account and set up a craft and paint day.
Is this before? Yeah, this is going to be great. They'll get to watch me lose my mind as I'm running around trying to clean the house and make dinner and set up the Christmas tree before I have to go.
Your break would be they're working on the bench. Why would I be mean to you? I'm never mean to you.
Not like that, anyway.
I'm never mean to you.
No,
I wouldn't do it for patrons.
I mean, not just patrons. I mean, we have some patrons, but
I would not. I would not do it for just patrons. I would just do it. Here's the thing: if everything was normal, if COVID wasn't a thing, then I would think about making it a patron-only thing. But I think for the holidays, with COVID being such a thing that people can't, I think setting up something where just fans of the show, friends of the show, friends of ours, people that don't know each other, we can all just get together and boom.
Since we can't do it in person, and we actually really enjoy having people over for crafting and paint nights, because crafting is not just this, but it can be sewing, it could be what I'm doing right now, and we have a very crafty, diverse group of friends that live with nearby us, but right now we can't get together.
Yeah, especially with everything peaking on or rising back up on COVID again. It's just
the holiday sales.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. We have a COVID safe. You know, it's a small group of people. You know, wearing masks, socially distanced.
Always socially distancing. We never get close to each other.
Well, here, let me throw. I will throw.
What's that? What's the Discord? Well, welcome to our Discord. There are some of the channels are unfortunately for our paying patrons only, but for the most part,
if you're a Discord person, the link right out there for you.
Yeah, got the second panel done.
Come on in, and we'll get you all set up. I mean, I'm happy to have anybody in. There are portions of Discord that are cut off. Those are special for our.
We do also have some that are for
our patrons.
Yeah, and some that are age restricted.
Yeah,
because we have Inquisitor Zane, and sometimes he can be a little naughty, and so is Meeks. Don't want to fool you.
Lovely. Space Marine, is that you, Space Marine 2007?
I would sincerely hope so.
Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. General Pop is open. There's constantly there's always
We're
chat
always chatting in there.
Cool.
We do painting feedbacks. So if you ever have any questions on something that you've painted,
you'll see the channels. Yeah, you see the channels. Free to post anything you want.
We'll also post, random little things that we see.
Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, I figure I'll put an announcement in the channel. I'll put an announcement in the thing when we're gonna do it on Thursday. I'll probably like a 2-hour hobby session or a 3-hour hobby session, just the middle of the day at some point, because we're gonna be setting up our Christmas tree that day.
He's gone that weekend, and traditionally we would do it the weekend after, but because he's not there and I'm going to be working as much as I will be along with the Kender, we just figured we would just go ahead and do it that night after dinner.
Yeah. And since we have people from the UK and people from South Africa and people from Australia, we'll try and set up like the middle of the day so that
so I can have my kaiju.
So we can try and get as many people involved at the same time.
I had a fun conversation with Kaiju about the King of Monsters movie.
Kaiju Shorts. Good guy.
Very good guy. Wonderful conversationalist. Amazing painter and crafter.
What about Black Friday instead of Thanksgiving Day? Here's the thing. She's working Black Friday at 7 o'clock in the morning. She's working at 7 o'clock in the morning.
By the time I get home, he'll be gone.
What time do you get off?
1:30.
No, I'll be waiting for you to get home. I'm going to at least get you home before I leave you.
But I'm okay with this statement.
Yeah, she's working Black Friday, and I'm leaving probably about 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock on Friday, and I will not be back until Sunday.
Sometime.
I'll be back to sleep because I will sleep. I don't like sleeping in other places. It's just going across town.
And I don't sleep at all.
You think I remember since 20 years of retail? You'd think.
No, because anybody who works retail all says the same thing. They want to forget that day ever exists. I'm not on the register that day, which is going to be really weird for me because normally I'm on the registers and I go out of my way because I love working the mornings because that's when the most people are there and that's when they're their grumpiest and that's when I can make them laugh the most. Next contestant in line, come on down. Stop saying that. Fine. Next troublemaker, please come over. I said that, and this little she was this little itty bitty old granny. She was so cute. She looked to the left, looked to the right, and because she was next in line, she goes, "Me? No." And I'm like, "Oh God, you are nothing but trouble." And she brought up 2 carts, each with yarn. She basically bought enough to take her throughout the year, unless she had a special project. And it was fun. I actually very much enjoy working Black Friday.
Are you working Wednesday?
Yes.
So I might do an F at Wednesday night.
I am home I'm off at 7 tomorrow unless they end up asking me to stay late.
I'm going to have a week between Christmas and Thanksgiving that I'm
connection is currently on. Okay, there it goes.
I'm going to have a week between Christmas and Thanksgiving that I'm going to be home. I mean, between Christmas and New Year, that entire week I'm going to be home.
And I'm not.
Yeah, it's going to suck. I'm going to be home all week.
I will be gone for a week, potentially, depending on how COVID in California goes, in January.
Yeah.
Because I finally am going to, because the peak season's over, and so I can actually take time off as a manager, so I'll be able to actually go home and visit my family during that time.
Yeah, look for there is a Damonette sprue in here that I grabbed. So I need some claws. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. Oh, I think these are the ones you grabbed.
Yes, they are.
I don't even know what this crab is. That's a weird looking crab.
Look, this
corn.
is a chair, actually. That's a throne
Oh.
for corn, and this is
It's corn. Yeah.
bannerman and whatnot, and I really liked that. And I thought those looked cool, so I was like, hey, look.
Oh, and that is your
Salamander.
salamander stuff. And some shaped bases. Very nice. Okay, so this is all your crap. Okay. So this is the stuff she got from our friend. And as you can see, she got, like 6 or 7 sprues, including 2 almost complete sprues of salamanders shoulder pads, which she was very excited about. I was glad when I found them when I was digging through.
Yeah, you can just post them up in General Populace. We don't mind. Or painting feedback. Or
Painting feedback and art are usually painters.
we try to, but we don't always do it.
Yeah, if you can see art or
It looks like painting feedback is open.
I don't know. I'd have to look at them.
I don't.
I, on the other hand, there we go. Damonettes. I, on the other hand, got a lot of stuff. And I'll be honest, it's mostly Marines.
I almost went through it and tried to steal Nurglings, but Nurglings, but Tyzo got the Nurgling spurs. I want a Nurgling just to fucking paint the damn thing because they're so fucking cute.
I got a bunch of Nurgling sprues.
I thought Tyzo got.
No, she went. That's being greedy of me. Would you like a couple? And so she gave me a couple.
When did we get a box of Scourges?
I got those at the same time I got the Knight from Nick's son. Our COVID recovering paramedic friend. Remember I bought a Knight from him?
Vaguely. I remember that I have not been here.
I can just print legs, and he's all turned into Marines. Yay, Marines! Because I need more Marines. Because you could never have enough Marines.
He says this now, but you guys don't live with him, so you don't get to hear him going, why do I have so many damn Marines?
I don't say that. You know what I say?
I should make this group. It sounds like a really good idea. And then he'll start
I
making
should
it.
build another army.
And then he starts it, and then he goes, wait, I don't like this. And then he stops.
No. Okay, that is not true. I started painting a single army, and I didn't.
You started it twice, guys.
Yes, and I didn't like it, so I stripped it, and I started it back over.
And then, I'm not going to do this right now. I think I'll do this a different time. And then he started doing it, and then he went, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do this.
And then I got inspired, and then I did do it, didn't I?
You finished them?
Yeah.
I don't remember you finishing them.
No, I got them in metal, so I got the paint scheme figured out, and then I'm going to be doing them from that. It's a lot of Spacewolf stuff here. This is awesome. You can't post there. Just throw it in General Populace then. That's all good. Throw it in General Populace. You should be able to. But yeah, I got a bunch of Nurgle sprues. There's one sprue I'm specifically looking for. I don't even know what I'm doing with these Nurgle sprues. But I'm going to use them because they're going to be fat, bloated dudes.
Look, you got a picture.
There we go. All right, I got to see this. Okay, it's a Nurgle head.
Yeah. He's so happy.
Yeah, he is. Nurglings are awesome. Ah, gosh. Space Wolf crap. Here we go. See? I got 2 sprues with some Nurglings on them. You don't get all of them, but you do get some of them. I can share. You can share.
Wait, you know how to share?
I share all the time. When do I not share? I took my bench, I split it into our bench. I took my gaming table and turned it into our gaming table. I took my workroom and turned it into our workroom. I turned my hobby into our hobby. That's sharing. I am sharing a huge portion of my life with you. I love this woman so much. I love you.
You know I have access to bladed things
I
next
know.
to me, right?
I know. He's so cute.
Can you rate my army, please?
I can definitely, when we're done with the stream, I can definitely take a look at it. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. So, yeah, Malal, you want attention. Now is not a good time.
Now is the perfect time for attention, Papa.
All right. So, I needed to grab this out because we're doing a little bit of hobby time here, and I needed those. Oh, yeah. I also got 2 complete sprues.
That's marriage, dude.
Maybe in your world.
Apparently he wants to sleep on the couch tonight.
Yeah, that'll work.
You know I can lock the bedroom.
Yep.
Right?
You won't sleep, though.
I got plenty of drugs in there. I'll figure something out.
See, then you say mean stuff. I say silly stuff, purposely being silly, and then you say mean, hurtful stuff. This is my wife, mean and hurtful to me.
With apparently a sass level that comes to, thank you for sharing the Nurglings with me, by the way.
Dude, I wanted you to have the primary. I just wanted a few Nurglings because I'm going to use them to dress up stuff. I'm not going to run Nurgle Demons. I've been debating it for a while about running actual Nurgle Demons, and I realize I don't actually want to run Nurgle Demons. But I wanted some Nurglings just because look at them, they're so fat. Look at this.
And they're so happy.
There, that's what you're going to probably get. Look at that.
The little Addy belly button.
Yeah.
They're just so happy.
Or these two that are hugging.
Is he holding his tongue?
Yes.
Can I just put them all on one? Just take them all and stick them on like one base.
Well, that's the whole idea. This is actually like 3 sprues worth of Nurglings. So, 3 bases. So we would take 3 40mm bases, put them down, and make 1 unit of Nurglings. If you want to paint up 3 units of, 1 squad of Nurglings, you can do that.
And I have to try and figure out how to put a bow on them. Look, it's a Father's Day present for the Emperor. I will draw that someday.
You disturb me. I love you.
Okay, Angron and Fulgrim. One is standing there.
And,
I said Mortarion.
yeah. Mortarion. Angron.
Oh, sorry. I forgot my boy.
Just like everyone else does. I was trying to help!
And Magnus. So each of them, Angron's got a little flesh hound puppy that's it's in there drooling blood, and it's got this huge bow around its neck. Mortarion's holding a couple of little Nurglings that have been tied together with a bow. They are so fucking cute. I know. And Magnus has got a little he's got a little pink horror, and Does Slanesh even have something that's small and horrifically adorable?
Yes.
What are they? So a small chibi version of it. It's like
either a chibi Daemonette or, oh god, that would be awful.
I think a chibi Daemonette would be
No. They have one other thing. They're riding it.
No, I think a chibi. I don't know. I'll ask you guys. But I want to have the four of them all standing there looking at each other like, as they have basically these small monsters, and it just them whole, it's like, because they're all doing Happy Father's Day. Father's Day presents for Daddy. I also want one of Fulgrim with he's got two of his arms around Dorn and Rabute, and his other two arms are behind them doing this, where he's just all happy because it's a family reunion. And they're both like, and Dorn's just like, you're getting glitter on me.
No.
No. And you need to get the fuck out. Nope. That's new. I love fucking text-to speech.
So, what do you think of the figures you've painted so far for Underworlds?
You mean the ones that I slapped a single coat on?
Yeah, but you were talking about the figures themselves, though.
I think they're very dynamic. I mean, I really like especially these two because they look like they're coming in from two different sides. Like they're pulling a pincer attack, which I think is freaking awesome. I took a picture of this and put it on my Instagram anyway, of the two of them because Chizo Pete, this guy, because he's just leaping over this twig coming out of some water. Or this branch, and I just think it looks so cool. It's very dynamic. I love dynamics, if you guys can't tell. And I mean, he looks like he's getting ready to fuck someone up. And here's her, the archer of the group of the Wild Hunt. I mean, she's like doing this, dash to the side thing as she's just fired off something, and it looks so cool to me. And the whole idea with these guys is because I was trying something new, and they are my test subjects of doing not in extreme detail because they're going to be handled a lot, of doing them as icy. So they came from the Winterlands. And then because I really liked the way that, they were starting to come out in the way, because I did one before them, because I was challenged to do a Daughter of Cain. You guys have seen her. I've shown her off a couple of times, with an ice look to it because I always do fire. So, and I just really liked the way that it was turning out. So I want to do the entirety of my Daughters of Cain are actually going to be in that style.
Really? You're going to do the entire?
I want to do them with the ice.
Like there's those? You're going to put them with a deeper blue hair, though?
Some of them will have deeper blue hair. Some of them will have purple hair. Some of them won't. Some of them will have white hair. Now, these guys ended up with blue hair because there's this chick. She reminded me of Blue from Breath of Fire 2.
What color blue is this?
This color blue is the what color? It's one of the. Actually, it's a contrast color.
Contrast right here.
And I love that color.
Put everything away.
Surprisingly for once. Hold on.
Shut up. I got it.
I'm just gonna put this away. Do I still have it out? I don't still have it out.
I thought I threw it in here.
I don't think you did. Because I know.
Oh, you know what I bet I did? The one below it.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have accidentally thrown it and dropped it in the inks. Like I said, I was trying to clean up, and I might have grabbed a wrong bottle or something. Okay, then it's in the bases. No technicals. I was cleaning up in here. Here it is. It's the technicals. So it's Thalassar blue.
Mm-hmm.
Thalassar blue painted over white.
And
And not Wraithbone, not gray, but painted over pure white.
and then to get the base for my icy guys, I'm actually using Ethermatic blue, which is a god awful contrast color. It really is. It's really very pale.
But it works for ice like really, really good.
Yeah. I saw something that GW had actually done on how to do ghostly look using some of their colors, and I was like, I bet I could do that. So this is the darker blue. This is the Thalassar.
Actually, for the hair, that's all she's put on there so far.
It's my Thalassar.
That's the power of using. That is the power of taking well mixed contrast over pure white.
I don't normally do pure white, just to let y'all know. I normally do my shit in gray.
Right. Oh, you know what?
She's actually
She is Zenithal. You did Zenithal.
you Zenithal her while they were still wet.
Okay. So I did a wet Zenithal. So they were primed in gray and
primed
then
in white. No, they were primed in gray.
they were
and then
primed
you
in
went over
gray
white.
and then went over the top of them in white. So it's a gray and white mix. It's all about, the nice thing about contrast is they really show when you use contrast paints over Zenithal, they really just
I'm
pop.
also a huge fan of because I started doing this recently. Is a lot of my stuff is only done typically with contrast and shades or inks.
Yeah.
Because I put a lot of work into zenithaling and base shading ahead of time. Lots of normal oil goes into it. And that's what I use for a lot of my stuff now. I don't have anything I can actually show you that's a example of that, unfortunately. I don't think.
No, the only two ink ones you've done, you haven't painted much in the last couple of months. You've been really busy with other stuff, unfortunately.
I did a couple of one of them I had to actually toss because she fell and she broke and I couldn't find her.
Cool.
That was the one that I was doing for Hellchild.
Oh, yeah.
Part of her fell and broke, and I still don't know where the hell the head for the warriors is.
It's in there. I found her and put her in there. She's in there. She's either there or she's in your stash box. I got a stash box your parts.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I mean, we talked about it before in the past, but it's just one of those. Because we both use a lot of contrast in our paints. I mean, I don't use a lot of base colors, or I do, but then I mix it with white, a lot of white on there, and then Zenithal over it. Or I've even taken to painting in a base color and then putting a pale contrast over it and then shade it and getting some really crazy color mixes. But the Zenithal, if you're using a lot of contrast, Zenithal shading them. So you prime your figures. You can even go full. You can go full hog. Prime in black. Prime in black from the bottom up, like straight on, from the bottom do black. Then from a 45-degree angle, prime them, and it's still wet. Prime them in gray, and then right over the top do a light prime in white. That's what I did with those.
This is the easy way of doing it.
Yeah, that's what I did with these.
Now, actually, I do have a couple of pieces I did that. Lady Olenda and the Craven King.
Oh, that's true.
So let me give you an example of...
Craven King so much. Lady Olenda, you didn't do that too.
I did, but a lot of her stuff ended up, because I used so much white on her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Very dusty, huh?
No, just crammed together. There's a bunch of witches that were shoved over here. You get away from my Craven King. Back off. Back off. Oh, and him. The writer.
Okay. Did you finish him finally?
Oh, God, I finished him a while ago.
I didn't remember you finishing him.
I finished his ass a while ago. So, this is my Lady Olender. She was actually done very heavily with inks and contrasts. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, and here. The writer. Okay. So this is my Lady Olender. She was actually done very heavily with inks and contrasts. So this is my Lady Olender. She was actually done very heavily with inks and contrasts. So this is my Lady Olender. She was actually done very heavily with inks and contrasts. Let's see. I also used a glazing technique to give her an opalescent look.
It doesn't show up on the camera, but her cloak is silver sheen all over it. So it's...
I wanted her to look beautiful and angelic. That way, by the time you realize you are boned, it is too late. So the next one I did was the Craven King. The Craven King was used very similar, but he was used primarily just in shades and inks. I actually didn't use too much in the way of contrast, except for a little bit for the recesses and shadows on him, because again, we were looking for something lovely. And then here is one of their named writers. He was actually an easy build kit, but I was really proud of this one. This one took forever. He is done almost completely in nothing but inks, a little bit of contrast, and yeah. He was very, very difficult. The wings were actually done using a variety of different colors, including the achromatic blue, using Baharoth blue as well, and a lot of very diluted whites down to a scar white in the very centers so that it gave the wings a glowing effect. Same with the with everything else. So I tried to give him a very OLS look. OSL. I'm not very good at OSL yet, but still working on it. Me and Heinrich, we're working on it together. So,
but her Night Hunt army is gorgeous.
I
wish she finished it up, because I would love to see her put that on a table.
Well, I also need to get there. So a lot of their stuff is designed, pun intended. What pun?
I don't know.
Probably not, if I have no idea what you're talking about, Taizo. So I also attempted to do non-metallic metallics on the horse. His armor. I don't think it worked out quite as well as
Still looks good, though.
I was trying.
She's taken this Night Hunt army and really pushed a lot of new techniques. She's used to painting on canvas, so she's done a lot of new, to her, painting techniques on her Night Hunt. Her Night Hunt army is beautiful. It's small at this point. It's got a number of big name characters.
It's actually not that small. I've only got I think 13 or 14 years left.
Okay, I thought you still have them. They were just like.
Shall I show the spirit hosts, which were also done in the same.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
All right, I'm only taking one of them over because they irritate me. My spirit hosts irritate me.
Why do they irritate you?
Because they were a pain in the rear.
Oh, they're
together.
Yeah, and Jason was saying, "Oh, do you want some more?"
I'll take more. They're just still a pain in the ass to put together.
They might be already built. That's the thing. He's got through the hard part of building them.
All right, and then the other thing I want to show off are my glorious bastards. So completely different. So here is my. So again, they were done almost completely using undershading with a little bit of achromatic blue because it is such a pathetic contrast to give them a little bit of sheen. And then I used off-white to scar, white scar, white. Interesting thing. And then covered it with the same opalescent sheen that I gave the others. Now, before I did them, I did these glorious bastards.
So she has the beginning of her Chaos Army. But her Chaos Army is corn.
So that, yeah, I had fun with that. I have never played with Blood for the Blood God before in my life, And oh, do I love blood for the blood god. So he's actually a variety of shades and pinks of all things, with the bones in there. So, hello, Raceland. And then this was one, I found out this woman existed. I had to have her. We went and tracked her down. I hated her head, so I switched her head out for a Stormcast. But this is Vala.
Well, she started out for a Stormcast and then put some horns on her from a...
it was actually just a box of skulls.
She took the Cornate Demon skulls.
And she was a lot of fun. She's actually almost predominantly done in... her wings are actually done in contrast, because I found that the red to black shading work really well with the contrast. My favorite is the Flesh Tearer's red. And then it was even more fun when I ended up realizing what her shield was, because I thought her shield was just like, oh, she's got a demon. No, actually what her shield is, it's a Slaneshi demon that she took and stretched out and turned into a shield. The symbols in the forehead. I love it. Plaguechild is in their room playing D&D at the moment. So these are the two painting styles that I tend to use. While trying to do these two little small Underworlds groups, I'm trying to force myself to not paint like this. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, this is table ready for me. This is battle standard.
Okay, this figure, I should point out, what she calls table ready is, this was about 40 hours of painting on a single figure. And she has a wonderful eye for detail, and she is a lovely painter. And I'm not saying she's slow, because she's not. No, you're not slow. You're not slow. And I keep trying to point that out. You're not slow.
A year later, and I still haven't finished that army. Yes, she is. See, he agrees with me.
Yeah, you have nothing to talk about. No, she's not slow. The difference is that she paints every model in her army to a display quality level.
Unintentionally.
It's just that's the detail she wants to put in. She sees these high detail figures and she wants to give them all that love and attention. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'll be honest, that took me a while to get over. I used to give her crap about it, but then I had to get over it myself, because I realized when I painted 97 figures in a week that everybody paints differently.
He painted that and I threw something at him. I would just like to point this out. He was like, I missed my goal. What was your goal? 100. Oh, fuck you.
I did 97 figures in a week, and they're okay. They're very table standard. They're very table ready, battle ready.
They are shock and awe. People love your stuff, man.
And a lot of the reason people like my figures is because I take simple paint schemes. I execute simple paint schemes well, and then I knock the bases out of the park, so the bases just really make the army tie together really well.
You know,
come here, you.
Show off one more.
Come here.
Two more.
The Raceland wants to see the Malal. Yes, you are the fifth chaos god. You are a Malal. What's the matter? Stop licking my face.
Never. All right, so here are my other ones that just because I want to show off because I did.
Oh, you're just cold. That's all it is.
So this was supposed to go on a baseboard. This, yeah, she's not supposed to be as exposed as I've got her, because I took one look at those abs and went, ooh. Here we go. Okay, let's see if this works. This is actually none of the afford.
No, it's a Stormforged. It is a Stormforged.
Yeah, so.
I'm putting it down.
She
Yeah.
was a specialized stormcast that came through. And she's actually supposed to be wearing full armor across her entire body, but I loved those abs so damn much that I painted it with her being exposed, and then I put tattoos on her because hells yes. And she's standing on an orc head. You can't really get much. Oh, sweet Jesus. We're not going to have any room for this.
Yeah, we will.
I'm joking.
Because he'll keep it in his room. He'll keep it in his room.
All right, and then the last thing I have to show was something I made purely for...
She made it purely for Kill Team.
Purely for Kill Team, and I couldn't help it. If you watch If the Emperor Had Text to Speech, you will recognize these beautiful bastards.
She made
Naked Custodies.
naked black armored Custodies, which I found out the black armor is a legion now within the Custodies. They're actually specific.
Yep, exactly. And so when I pulled them out on the table for the very first time, poor Ben and Tina's son Dante turned and looked at his dad and went, "She has intro music?" Because I did their peeked up their I found their song, queued it up, so when I set them on the table, the Pillarmen song began. And I covered these guys in tattoos, man. I have 3 of them. Because you don't
Exactly.
Freaking JoJo references make me happy. Whatever. JoJo Bizarre Adventures is a bizarre ass show, which I'd never known it existed.
All right. Well, that being said, now that I've given you a chance, because you haven't been in the stream for weeks, and I wanted to give you a chance to show off and interact with our fans who love the Lady D.
I don't know about that part, but
Y'all love Lady D. Don't you love Lady D? If y'all love Lady D, give us a wonderful up like, which would really help out the channel. And we are now going to give a quick shout out
is it really that time
to
already?
all our lovely patrons.
Holy crap, it is that time already.
So let's start off
I don't fucking remember who our
with
patrons
our Battle Brother tier patrons. Your favorite, Insane in the Membrane,
Inquisitor Zane.
and he's a dog, but he's our dog. Mini War Mutt.
Say my name.
Say my name. You're so fine, Raceland. Don't worry about it. We're all here to enjoy. The camera doesn't get an opinion. I'm sorry, the furniture doesn't get an opinion.
All right, next.
We have our battle leader tier, which there are 3 of. We start off with
Mythos.
the man himself, my brother from another mother, Mythos,
Yes.
Kush Renata. Secondly,
We have
no, we have
Kaiju.
from the land down under,
The hottie of my dreams, he who keeps us safe from the spider overlords.
Australian Jesus, Kaiju
Kaiju
Shorts. And lastly, my African-American buddy, or Meeks' African-American buddy.
Can't we just call him what he is? Our grumpy old man from beyond the stars.
The Lord of Bacon himself, Heinrich Botha. And our 3 Warlord tier.
Which are apparently the furniture now. He who comes in from high orbit and threatens to put everybody in timeout just because they disagree with him, or their name happens to be Inquisitor Zane. We have
The Commodore.
The Commodore. They have the lovely Flight of the Phoenix, she who keeps the Commodore from being too out of place.
He needs to be kept in his place. You know, if he does get too upset, I suggest pledge. What else do you take care of your furniture with?
Not Anyway,
And lastly, the ultimate Smash Captain,
me?
Portland's own James Meeks.
It's been a while, guys. I'm sorry.
I should remember it. Boop. I booped the schnoot. All right, everybody. You guys are awesome. We love you all so much. Thank you for those upvotes. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. If you are not ringing that bell, ring that bell so you know when we're going to be doing one of our crazy and wild live streams that we often do out of nowhere. Going to try and get some games in over the holidays, too. Going to try and get some games of Underworlds going over the holidays.
It's our hope, anyway.
So that being
Many
said,
things that we have wanted to do this year have not really panned out, courtesies of COVID.
I got a lot of painting done.
I haven't.
I think I broke 500 figures.
I'm not talking to you.
All right, Epic your board
Epic your lives.
and Epic your game.
Stay inside. Stay safe this holiday season.
Wash your hands and wear your damn masks. If you want to support this channel, we are on Patreon. We are on Instagram.
I am Lady_Dragon28 on Instagram. If
I
you
am-
feel so inclined.
I am the Gamecraft Dragon. We have merch over on Teespring, and I will have a link to it down below. We also have our roommate putting together some lovely COVID masks. If we're going to have COVID, we're going to have COVID taking care of things. So we got nerd masks. We've got some Doctor Who themes. We've got some 40K themes. You want to put it on there, let us know. We can get it on there.
Oh, yeah. She can do
Custom
Harry
colors,
Potter.
Harry Potter, custom colors, custom themes, custom symbols. The link down,
$5 each. Totally worth it.
and they're adjustable. They're adjustable, and they have little pockets to put in filters if you are so inclined. Let us know. We can get those taken care of for you, or go through her website, which will be linked down below in our things. Other than that,
If you have any thoughts, comments, queries, or concerns, please put them in the comments below, and we will be happy to check them out and reply as we can.
the link that I put in this thread tonight, leading to our Discord, will be good for a 24 hours.
So if you have not yet been able to join, please, by all means, do so. It originally was only for our paying patrons. However, we did ease that because of COVID.
And we have segmented it. So our patrons have some extra stuff you access to, but we have a lot of just crazy conversations that happen there any time of day or night.
And it's, yeah.
So other than that, all of you take care. Big love, big life.
Much love to all of you. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Again, please be safe.
Wear your damn masks. All right, take care and be well.
Take care, everybody.